Hey guys, welcome back to Master from Game Studios, and we have an emergency video right now. This is not when I normally post my videos, but I thought I had to get this out right now. I had a little bit of time to do this, and GW just announced, or just previewed their Meta Watch video. Normally these Meta Watch videos have been pretty meh the past couple times, but this one had a ton of bombshell news for 40k, specifically for Tyranids. It's not looking good right now, so I'm going to cover all those in this video. Again, thank you to everyone. Like, subscribe, share the news to your Tyranid people. This might be rough, so let's get into it in this video. I don't even have a script. I just listened to the video and we're doing this live.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
No changes. Maybe I'll make a script and some slides for you then, but not good stuff. So the MetaWatch article just released. I guess there's some pros in there. So MetaWatch article just released, and with that they previewed the Pariah Nexus mission deck that's coming out very soon. Pre-orders are this Saturday. I have yet to see if it is a 1 or 2 week pre-order, but it could be either of those. They announced a ton of things, some that I predicted and was worried about, but some other things that are just like, oh shoot, this is not good for Tyranids. So first off, as predicted, OC0 units will no longer be able to do actions, meaning deploy teleport homers, cleanse. I'm trying to think what some other ones are. There's some other random ones there that I can't think of, but those are the big ones that we really like to take advantage of with our Spore Mites. Now I do think they can still do things like behind enemy lines and engage in all fronts, which is good because, you know, that helps. Some other things. Assault weapons. If you have an assault weapon, you can no longer advance and do an action. It's just you have to move normally. So that hurts Termagants and Gargoyles a lot because we were doing that. Pistol weapons on the Termagants. You can no longer do an action while in melee. So that really hurts as well because the Termagants and their Spine Fist, this is why, don't build all of your Gaunts with one weapon all the time. So the Spine Fist used to be able to advance and do actions, be in melee and do actions. They don't get any of that right now. So it's a good thing I didn't go out and build a ton of Spine Fists for the Tyranids because, I mean, they're still good weapons, but they're just not nearly as useful as they used to be. Actually, that's pretty much it. So on top of that, they did say that instead of waiting until the end of July for the Balanced Data Slate and the Minotaurum Field Manual to come out, they are going to roll that forward into this current month, whenever the cards come out. So again, that's either going to be the 15th or the 22nd in all likelihood. Now we here have a GT on the 29th, which will be interesting. I think we'll probably use it, but I'm not in charge of it. I'll talk to the guy who is in charge. So that's interesting that they are rolling those forward. Now, another thing that makes me sad for the Tyranids is that they specifically called out AdMech and said that they have worked on some big changes for the AdMech to be implemented. They didn't mention anything for the Tyranids, which is not good because all of our shenanigans that we had are going out the window here. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. I'll be interested to see what they do for points and everything. Maybe we get some more point cuts. Biovores obviously will take a nice point cut. I hope they get a nice point cut because now they're only going to be using Spore Mines on half of the amount of actions they used to, and even then, it's not worth bringing them for those ones. I think there's a few other changes. Oh yes, the Imperial Knight characters, or I should say Titanic characters, can now do actions. That was one thing, and still shoot. They can't charge or anything, but they can still shoot and do actions. Fortunately, we don't have any Titanic characters, so that's not going to work out for us. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. Maybe the points changes will change. One thing I will say is if you have Raveners, now's probably going to be the time to bring them out. I think most lists, if you are previously running a Biovore and 2 or 3 squads of Gargoyles, you're probably going to drop a squad of Gargoyles and a squad of, and the Biovore, and maybe take 2 Ravener squads instead. Because they can go up and down and up and down, they're decently durable, they can do the actions and all of that. They might be better off for you in that regard. That's the main thing. Again, point changes will happen. It could be a big shakeup. The missions are changing. They mentioned Chilling Rain that you normally use in your tournaments. No longer a thing, so there's always going to be a mission secondary rule. And those typically, like they mentioned, benefit battle lines. So some of them, they said, bring back the whole battle line pistol units can do actions, or battle line assault weapons can do actions while advancing or while in melee type of thing, which is fine, but because it's so random, you can't really build an army based on that. So I think a lot of those secondary rules are going to be a little bit of a dud unless you know going forward into a tournament which missions are going to be played, and you can tailor your list to those missions. I just don't see them being that fantastic outside of just having a few battle line in your army to be useful. There were some ways of, I don't know. I just had to put this video out here. Keep it short. Watch out the next few weeks. Tyranids it's going to be very different for us bugs. It's looking like in even a worse way than it already is, but maybe they'll pull some point changes and some rule changes out of their butt, give it to us and give us something useful. They did mention some big FAQs coming from them, so maybe they can clarify, change up some of our stratagems and make things just a little bit cleaner for us. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what I got. Thank you guys. Thank you, members. Put this video out here for you guys today, and we'll see you next time here at Maelstrom Gaming Studios.